With everyone's attention centered on the new technologies of the internet at the turn of the century, a massive unrivaled power managed to creep into our lives undetected. Anyone with an internet connection can now access high-speed internet porn with the click of a button. For the first time in human history, any sexual fantasy you can think of is possible for anyone to view at no cost. This has the potential to be the world's largest social experiment. And this would have far-reaching consequences for humans. An unobstructed entrance into our lives. This tidal wave of porn has risen in a time when consenting adults can do anything they want. Religion, which is the biggest opponent of pornography, is shunned to the side, with the majority squarely on the side of science. Nobody is going to let their religious beliefs make them feel bad for masturbating. Pornography has almost totally unchallenged its way into popular culture thanks to the internet culture. Pixels on your computer screen arouse you. You wouldn't get aroused if your brain could tell the difference between a porn video and real sex. Since, strangely enough, you can't move your DNA to a computer. Most men nowadays prefer pornography to real women. This is a serious issue, since pornographic people are hypersexualized. Porn actresses have an exceptionally appealing physical appearance. They've hired a makeup artist to cover up their shortcomings. When men spend more time watching porn than having sex, their brain expects to see the hypersexualized woman they saw in porn, not a real woman. The lights and shadows on their body are in exactly the right position, and the sounds they make are comically over-exaggerated. With a 3D, non-pixelated woman in the flesh, they become desensitized and less aroused. But there's a lot more to it. Pornography has distinct features that real sex does not. Being on your own. From the perspective of a third person. There is a clicking. Searching for information. Getting into a specific sitting position. A screen is being examined. Your brain will rewire itself to equate these traits with arousal. True sex would not feel right to a regular porn user. The amount of different women a man can see in such a short period of time is by far the most serious issue with internet porn. Many regular porn viewers would have developed the habit of rapidly flipping between various images. Pornography provides the male brain with an infinite supply of various nude women. With each new female on screen, the subconscious brain believes you've reached the evolutionary jackpot, and the user's dopamine levels will rise. Men become less excited when having sex with their long-term girlfriend because their brain has grown accustomed to the relentless excitement of new women. Many men resort to pornography addiction because of these persistent dopamine surges. A 16-year-old will see more naked women in 1 hour than his ancestors will in an entire lifetime. This excessive binging of new females and dopamine spikes now causes a buildup of the brain chemical delta FOSB in the reward circuit of the brain. There are 3 major structural changes in the brain as a result of this. 1. The numbed pleasure response. Everyday pleasures become less pleasurable. Pleasures become dull. 2. Porn hyperreactivity. When ordinary porn becomes extra thrilling. 3. Willpower erosion. Changes in the frontal cortex result in a loss of willpower. All 3 of these brain changes are common in other addictions, such as narcotics, alcohol, and gambling. The internet rabbit hole is a term used to describe a hole in the internet. Why has internet pornography become increasingly serious, revolting, and ridiculous over time? If you go to some pornographic website, there's a good chance you'll find some extreme porn on the front page. Extreme enslavement, foot worship, public humiliation, piss, vomit, and rape are all examples of extreme enslavement. Are these people's normal preferences? No, it's not true. High-speed internet porn developed these preferences for the majority of people. This raises the amount of people who are exposed to this extreme material, leading to a rise in the number of people who follow these extreme sexual preferences. It's all going downhill. Pornographic education has raised a generation. Sex education remained unchanged as high-speed internet porn entered our lives around 2008. Sex education, like other education, has fallen behind the times. Online porn teaches teens about sex, not schools. Most teenage boys begin watching pornography between the ages of 11 and 17. Most of them watch it for endless hours after that, well into their 20s. It's usually a long time until they have real sex. This is a serious issue. Pornography isn't the same as sex. A teenage boy, on the other hand, is unaware of this. Virtual reality is the future of pornography. Virtual reality pornography is already available. You can now watch porn in first-person perspective, as if you were present in the scene. The porn actress's eye contact is genuine. Still, we've yet to see it. We're starting to see sex robots combined with virtual reality. Silicone tits and buttocks will be groped in time with virtual reality pornography, and the technology will only improve. Imagine the kind of problems that 3D porn can cause, given the massive problems that 2D porn has already caused. There will come a time when 2D pornography will seem outdated. VR porn is on the way. What is the question? Where will IT take us? Men will avoid going outside. As far-fetched as this might sound, it will be valid for a small percentage of men. One of the primary motivators for young men to venture out into the world is the desire for women. But why bother when they can satisfy their sexual urges to a large degree in a virtual reality porn scene? On a diet of 2D porn, gaming, and TV shows, some Japanese men already live this way. VR porn would undoubtedly raise the number of young men who are confined to their homes. Men are less inspired, there is more porn addiction, and there are more men with sexual issues as a result of VR porn. It's hard to predict which way VR porn will go unless it's been in the mainstream for a few years. You're no longer watching a scene from a voyeuristic point of view with VR porn. It's written in the first person, not the third. Men may prefer virtual reality to real-life partners because they get a sense of interaction and eye contact with the porn actress. The same rabbit hole effect that we've seen in 2D porn will be seen in VR porn. As audiences become desensitized to vanilla content, their sexual preferences may become more intense. This would result in the same extreme BDSM, violent pornography becoming more mainstream, except this time in virtual reality. Will realistic, violent pornography from the first-person viewpoint encourage people to be more violent with their partners in real life? Fuck whatever you want. If it's celebrities or your next-door neighbor. Right now, artificial intelligence can be used to match a celebrity's face to a porn star's body. The outcomes are startlingly plausible. Celebrity sex tapes are about to lose their luster. While the technology is still in its infancy, at some point in the future, you will be able to insert anyone's face into a virtual reality pornographic scene. Simply take a few pictures of them from their social media and fuck them in virtual reality. Yes, I agree. The future of pornography will be fascinating. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments section, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any future videos. Also, take a look at our other videos. I'll see you in the next one.